Hello there. My name is Ricardo Grando, and I'm going to present the work Visual-Based Autonomous Manned Air Vehicle for Inspection in Indoor Environments. The use of UAVs has become popular in industry, research, and military. Recent advances in 3D printing, sensing, embedding processing, and battery efficiency allowed a broader development of smaller and more efficient aerial vehicles. Nowadays, most UAVs are designed to operate in outdoor environments, being fitted and dependent on accurate GPS data feedback. They ended up being often manually employed by some kind of external operator. In this case, a failure of communication with the vehicle to send or receive commands can result in loss of data, inaccurate navigation on, and even possible crashes. In this work, we propose a visual-based UAV with embedded online intelligence capable to maintain stable flight, navigate, and locate itself in indoor environments. With our approach, there is no need for any external operator or any kind of onboard processing. We evaluate our vehicle in a real indoor environment that simulates an oil platform environment. So figure in the upper right shows the vehicle in the modeling and design phase, and the figure in the down right shows the vehicle already deployed in the testing environment where we conducted the evaluation of our vehicle. The hardware setup, our vehicle was designed to have all processing embedded in it. The idea is to avoid any kind of use of external processing. We used a quadrature-based frame of 45 centimeters of diagonal. We use propellers of 10 inches in motors of 1000 kVs. We used a Pixalcon flight controller as our main flight controller. We used the ZEDGE stereo camera to perform the visual inertial odometry. With this camera, we get the visual pulse, which we use as our the main pulse in our vehicle. We also used a monocular camera to perform the detection. We put this camera pointed to the ground, so we could make all the detection of things in the ground. We also used the Jetson Nano as our onboard computer. So with this computer, we did all the processing embedded in our vehicle. The software setup, the first step of our software was to change the ArduPilot source code. The ArduPilot is a framework for aerial vehicles. We compiled a firmware version of ArduPilot that uses pulse instead of visual pulse instead of the GPS. By default, the ArduCopter, that is the ArduPilot session of aerial vehicles, has the GPS feedback as the main information to define the pulse. So we change it to have the visual pulse that we get from the ZEDGE camera. We get the visual pulse, as I said, from the ZEDGE camera and send this information to the Pixalcon using the Mavericks interface. So the Pixalcon gets this information and defines the position. Then we developed a ROS-based mission planner to send and receive commands to get the state of our vehicle. We then use this ROS-based mission planner to create tasks to test our robot. Figure in the right shows the aircraft graph of our system with the Z camera, with the node of the Z camera, the Mavericks nodes, and the communication between them. We also use the Gazebo simulator and all other resources available to simulate our vehicle. The idea is that we could evaluate our codes before deploying the codes to the vehicle. So we could have, the idea is to have better results. So figure in the right shows our vehicle in the simulated environment of the Gazebo simulator. The testing environment, we tested our vehicle in an arena that simulates common tasks for UAVs of an oil platform. This test can be inspection, navigation, for example. This environment provides many challenges, like having to locate, navigate, read information from the scenario, among others. This test environment that we used, we also described it in simulation as well to test our vehicle. So figure upper right shows the real scenario, the real testing scenario, and the figure down right shows the simulated environment in the Gazebo simulator. We conducted 2 tests to evaluate our vehicle. The first test we called the navigation test. The idea is in this test is that the vehicle should autonomously go from a starting base in land at a ranking base. This environment that we used was the 2019 Brazil Open Flying Robot League, the scenario of this competition. So the GIF below in the left shows the scenario, our vehicle in the scenario, the real scenario, performing this task. So the vehicle should go from a start base in the ground and go to a ranking base. The figure in the down below, down right, shows the simulation in the Gazebo simulator of this test. The idea is, like I said, is to analyze the vehicle visual base location and navigation capabilities, as well as the ability to correctly detect a base and adjust itself to perform the landing. As you can see in the GIFs, our vehicle managed to perform this task in both scenarios. We did this second test. In this test, the vehicle should detect the information displayed by a simulated gas sensor placed in a ranking base again. So the vehicle should go over the hanging base and read the sensor numeric information using its camera pointed to the ground. The idea is that the vehicle should maintain a very stable flight and accurate navigation to be able to read the information and show the correct information. So figure in the down left, shows the test in the real environment, the competition scenario, and in the figure down right shows in the simulation scenario as well. So the conclusion and future works. In this work, we presented an autonomous visual-based UAV with embedded online intelligence capable of performing tasks in indoor environments. We tested in an indoor environment that simulates an oil platform scenario and described as well on the Gazebo simulator to facilitate the development of our software system. All the software system that we developed was based on open source frameworks like ArduPilot, for example, or even Mavros. Our strategy that we developed, the vehicle that we developed, the system that we developed, was employed to win the 2019 Brazil Open Flying Robot League, or the Desafio de Robótica Petrobras, in the 2019 Latin American Robotics competition. We won this competition among other 11 teams all over the nation. So as future works, we aim to improve the robot's embedded system, to increase the overall processing capability and the vehicle autonomy. So thank you for the attention.